How's it going, YouTube? So, you are not gonna believe. Well, I'm sure you guys are gonna believe perfectly that this is legit and that it happens every day. And lo and behold, happens to me. So, went to the bank, um, with I'm just gonna keep it real. Went to the bank with my stepdad, and um I was in the vehicle, had my 511 tactical bag with me, because I didn't like unless like if unless I'm walking, if I'm walking, I carry the gun on my person. But if I'm in the car, you know, I usually carry my pistol, right in between my legs in the slot where you could put an AR-15 plate in there. So that way it's still really it's actually quicker to get to than if you had it on your person sitting in the vehicle. So that's why I do that. So he went to the bank doing whatever he's doing, and this was in Greenwood, Indiana, and I'm safety checking my weapon. You know what I'm saying? Just bored, but more importantly, just I'm all about safety. I'm all about safety, and I was rushing out the house. So I hurry up, threw the gun in my bag, and when I got in the car and he went to the bank, I was like, whoa, I need to check. Like, whoa, I need to safety check my weapon. So that's what I did, and as I was doing that, a white gentleman, older white gentleman came by. Um, Forgive me. And he was looking down into the vehicle. I'm not outside the vehicle. My window was not down. I'm sitting in the vehicle. He looks down into the vehicle, sees the weapon in my lap, and my gut, something just told me in my gut. He kept walking past me, and something just told me in my gut, the cops are going to be here. Like they say, your gut's never wrong. Trust me. Believe in your gut. Your gut is always right. Trust me. Always trust your gut. I always do. It saves my life plenty of times. So I safety checked it and, threw it back in the slot where it's easy for me to gain access to in case something happens. I'm not even joking. 4 minutes after that occurred, I didn't even see him coming because I wasn't paying attention. I was just on my phone, deleting some work emails and, other BS emails. And next thing I know, my stepdad's walking out of the bank, and then all these cops come rushing at me at gunpoint, and I'm like, I already knew what it was about. So I roll down the window. Keep your hands on the dash. Keep your hands on the dash. I'm like, dude, you need to relax. I was like, I had my phone up on the dashboard, flipped over on the back, because I have a wallet on the back, with my ID and gun permit in it. I said, my ID and my gun permit are in this phone on the back. He wasn't trying to hear none of that. This stupid fucking retarded ass, dumb, uneducated, literally sounded like he was like had a vocabulary of a kindergartner and the IQ of a fucking preschooler, if that. He's like, don't reach for anything. I said, dude, I'm letting you know I have a permit. So at this point, because I rolled the window down for him, he tells me to stick my hand out the window. So I did. Kept my phone in my other hand, and this is after I let him know. I was like, dude. He was like, don't move, don't move. I said, I'm not moving. You're moving me. You're moving my body parts. I'm doing what you want me to do. So he finally gets me out the car. He was like, where's your gun? I said, I already told you where the gun was. It's sitting in my fucking bag right there literally. And at this time, he's like, as soon as he got me out the car, he's like, you're being detained. I said, detained for what, dude? What am I being detained for? Like, because he was like, because a gentleman said he walked by the car and saw you with your gun on your lap with your hand on the trigger. I said, no, first of all, my hand wasn't on the trigger. Second of all, even if it was, I was safety checking it. Third of all, I said, did he say I pointed it at him? No. I said, did he say he saw me out of the vehicle? No. I said, okay then, your only job is to ask me for my ID, my gun permit, and run it and leave me the fuck alone and go on about your day. Not detain me, not sit me on the concrete on the sidewalk. Dude, once they did that, I was pissed. So I told him to call the chief of police. Chief of police shows up and goes off on all of them, dude. Cusses them out. Literally. Like, and my stepdad and I, like, he was like hoping and praying that they're gonna lock me up, like, because he hates me for whatever reason I do not know. So I handled myself accordingly, and forgive me. So I handled myself accordingly and spoke to the chief of police. He was like, I am so sorry that they treated you this way. I am so sorry. And then there was some Hispanic lady. She was like, this is after the cop told her that he was like, the chief of police was like, his gun permit runs clean. The gun runs clean. You shouldn't even have took his gun and checked it. His permit's clean. Why would he be carrying a stolen gun? Like, use common sense. So, she was, listen to this. This is what she asked the chief of police. Well, are we detaining his gun? Are we taking his gun? I looked at the chief of police. I was like, did she really just say what I thought she said? I said, why? Dude, he was like, he snapped. He said, son, don't worry, I got this. He turned around and his face was red as, his face was as red as this coffee cup, right? As this couch right here, as a good explanation. And he was like, he said, he told her word for word, why the fuck would we take his gun permit? He was like, his gun runs clean and his permit's clean. Why did we take his gun? Give the man his stuff back, and I don't ever want to hear about you guys and this gentleman, his name ever coming up again about, any of this. Unless, he's involved in a shooting or, something serious. I don't want another phone call about a Brock Harrell, being, with his permit being ran here in Greenwood. So, because I told him, I was like, dude, my brother's an attorney at Baker and Daniels downtown at the law firm, and my real dad, not my stepdad, who's, a dick, treat me like dirt all the time, sat there and was like, dude, I'm sorry this won't happen again. I said, I was just shocked. I was like, he said, I was like, your other officer over there, Mr. Super Trooper, steady telling me not to move. I'm like, dude, I was like, what pissed me off and said, well, and I was like, I told the chief, I said, why I'm calling you and why I called you is because he had no right to detain me. Detain me for what? All you had to do, literally, when you pulled up, you didn't even see the gun on me on my lap. It was in my bag. I told you, like, where my permit and my ID was. I was cooperative. What is your problem? So, there goes a perfect example of people that, cops that literally don't know the laws, and want to harass civilians, that, are exercising their rights to carry. And I told him out the gate as soon as he said, you're detained. I said, brother, you got the wrong one. He said, it's officer. I said, I don't care what it is. I said, right now, no, you're not acting as an officer. You're acting as a tyrant cop. That's what you're acting as. You got me at gunpoint, and you haven't followed any procedure. No procedures. At all. So, you were waiting for me to try to resist and everything, and you did all that BS. And then once you saw I wasn't going for it, and I told him, I was like, dude, I know the laws. I was like, my brother's an attorney, my dad's a mason at the lodge. I was like, call your chief of police. I was like, you're messing with the wrong one. And then I figured my stepdad would have been on my team. He's sitting there telling him volunteering information. Unnecessary information. And I asked him when we got back in the car, I was like, dude, why would you do that? I'm like, why? Like, why? You know I got a permit to carry. I got a lifetime permit. If I wasn't supposed to be carrying a firearm, they would have never gave me the permit. But, that just goes to show, dude, you got to really know how to handle these cops, man. Because here in Indiana, they're just looking for a reason to shoot you. You got to let them know and mean business. And you got to seriously let them know up front that, you are not the one. Follow procedure, especially if you got those crazy cops. They came at me so quick, I didn't have time to record. But usually I do record, but this is why I'm having to do it this way. But this actually, dude, this seriously happened. Like, for real. I don't make videos like a lot of these people and make up and lie. Like, if you guys check, if you guys have seen my videos, like, you can tell. People that watch my videos, if you're real and you know what you're talking about and you know what you're doing, you'll know that I know what I'm talking about and what I'm doing and that I'm not lying. I don't give two F's about lying. I'm not out here like these other people on YouTube trying to just post any video and create a bunch of BS videos and lies just to get views. No, I'm putting the truth out there. I'm putting awareness out there. I'm putting safety out there and trying to build my YouTube channel. And because I'm being honest and because, I'm doing things right, my channel is probably going to, move a little slow. But, just watch what you're doing. Be aware at all times, brothers and sisters. And, God bless America. And I mean that every time I say it. When you watch my video, like and subscribe it, like and subscribe to me. I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to I haven't done a video in a while, because I'm not going to lie, I've had so much going on, and been a little down and out, but, I've been trying to, get myself back together, and I have, and, just wanted to post this video to let you guys know, these people out here today, you have to watch them, and you got to know how to handle yourself. If you don't know how to handle yourself, they'll turn a situation into where you were allowed illegally to carry. Now they got you for resisting arrest and all this other BS, and now snatched your gun permit. And yeah, here in Indiana, it can go that way, which is what he was trying to do, which is why I told him, you got the wrong one. You're not about to do that to me. So, be aware, be responsible, and, know your rights. Study the law. I know the Indiana state, gun laws. I know where I can carry my guns at in which states. I know what I can and can't do. I follow the rules and regulations. If I get in a confrontation with someone, I'm not pulling a firearm on them. Like, I'm not doing dumb stuff, dude. Like, I carry a Kirk Spew tactical knife around my neck. You guys see it, all the time. It's the same one. I train every day. I work out every day. Dude, like, my gun is my last resort. I train with that every day too. But, my gun is my last go-to, But everyone here in Indiana, because they're overweight and they're fat and they're not trained, and they go to the shooting range, without their gun, they'd get the hell kicked out of them. And even if they had a knife, they'd still lose. They're not trained. And just proof, the cops that pulled up on me were not trained. Like, and yes, I can guarantee you I'm a better shooter than they are. For a fact. Guarantee you. Just by the way they acted, dude. They have no idea what they're doing. None. You see it all the time on YouTube. The civilians know the law better than the cops. And it's sad that it has to be that way. Because as soon as they get a badge, the most laws they know are jaywalking, running a speedometer, oh, he's speeding, and writing tickets. That's about the only law they know. And carrying a firearm without a permit. That's about the only damn thing they know. Other than that, dude, they don't know any laws. They're out here trying to, they're giving the what few cops out here that are good cops, they're ruining it for them, dude. They're ruining it for them because they want to be heroes, dude. If you want to pull your gun and get in gunfights, first of all, it'd have been a bad idea for you to have been trying to pick a fight with me because trust me, I'm trained. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? And none of you mother effers were in shape. And even though I'm in shape, no, I'm trained, dude. You messing with me is a bad idea. I wouldn't have got at you physically, but if they would have tried to harm me, oh, I would have had no choice but to defend myself. I would have had no choice. That's why I call the chief of police out there. So, funny thing was though, he didn't even know that I had a knife underneath my sweater, and he patted me down. So, just like, dude, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. Like, you're so interested in the damn gun, what if I was like, what if you were dealing with someone that, was a criminal and you got the gun from him, and you missed the knife like you did on me, and he reached up underneath the sweater, after you patted him down like he's itching or something, and then pulled the knife out and stabbed you in your neck. Happens that quick. Cops get shot all the time. I'm just saying, like, his training was bad. His tactics were bad. The way he treated me was bad. But I'm a good guy. So, I even, I went with everything he did. But the way I was treated, I had no choice but to get the chief of police involved, and I did. And you know what? I don't care. And I'm glad that, I acted responsibly, and now I got a little hot-headed, over the situation because of the way I was treated. But, whatever, man. I'm going to stand my ground, It's not like you pulled over and I had an AR-15, and even if I did, I'm allowed to carry that, And as of what I've been hearing lately, Virginia is reflipping the law around. I don't know how true it is. I need to read more up on it. But I think that they're flipping it back around to where, because of everything that's went down, to where if you can have a gun permit, you can own, your AR-15 or whatever again, because so much has happened over that. And I feel so bad for the people that have died and, lost their lives over trying to defend, their Second Amendment rights, because that's all that they have. Some people aren't trained like me, maybe their guns is the only training they have. And, to take that from somebody and take that from any American is, that's a dark day. So I really hope that that's what I read was correct. And I hope that that's actually in the works, if not have already happening, and gets taken care of. And hopeful, settlements to be made out to those that were killed for defending themselves and their families. So I just wanted to bring this video to you guys to let you know there are good cops out there, and I've ran into cops that have seen me carrying, never even stopped me, because they could tell by the way I'm walking, by the way I'm presenting myself, that I got a permit. And they didn't even ask me if I had a permit. They didn't say shit to me. They just kept driving and walking by, You just get certain cops out here today, like, Mr. Super Trooper that called his other 4 backups, and then one of the ladies that was a short Hispanic lady that didn't even know the law, dude. Chief of Police was like, I apologize, brother. She's a rookie. I'm like, I don't care if she's a rookie or not. Shouldn't she have enough sense to know that once the gun permit runs clean, that, dude, they didn't even have a right to take my pistol and clear it and check it. The only thing they had to do was take my permit and run that, because there was no altercation with the firearm. the dude didn't say that anything was going on with the firearm. So you had no reason to check the firearm. But, you know, I went along with the procedure and got a little riled up, you know, but did it in a professional manner and asserted my, you know, rights and my laws and quoted the laws. And when the chief of police got there, laid into him and let him know exactly how I was treated. And also let him know that I got a YouTube channel and this will be going on YouTube. So, and here we are. So, sorry I waited so long. It had just happened a few days ago. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and post it. And please, guys, I'm not begging for nothing. My content's going to speak for itself. You know, when you watch my videos, like and subscribe. Everybody on YouTube that I watch their videos, they all say the same stuff. So, I'm asking you to do the same. If you do, that's great. If not, that's great too. I'm going to keep posting content, and I'm going to make it one way or another. I appreciate any view I get. Thank you guys, you know, for watching my videos. I appreciate it a lot. You guys have a good rest of your evening, and be safe out there, and read up on your laws, and more importantly, get some training and learn not only how to verbally train against these tyrant cops out here, but physically train against tyrant cops and, you know, these thugs out here and meth addicts and drug addicts, you know, trying to steal your phones and what little you got on you, you know. Train, please, please. Train mentally and physically. It's the only way you're going to survive. The world is just, it's nuts. Have a blessed evening. It's your boy, Brock, Tactical Trained, aka Harrell. I'm out. God bless. Thank you for watching.